Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Let's take a look at things. You can see what I've accomplished in the last hour, and yes, this did take about an hour. So Quistis now has a full complement of fire, as well as an almost full complement of cure. Squall, similarly, lots of fire, lots of cure. A little bit of blizzard and scan to go with it as well, which is always nice. Also look at our Guardian Forces here. Squall and Shiva are both level 6 now, and have both learned the Summon Magic plus 10% ability. As you fight monsters and gain XP, you also gain AP, which is ability points that the Guardian Forces can use to learn new and better abilities, in some cases. So for example, I could select one of these to learn, and the Guardian Force will start learning that and eventually acquire it. I'm going to go ahead and have Quetzalcoatl start learning HP Junction there. And then let's have Shiva learn... We'll do Strength Junction, why not? We have a boss fight coming up, and boss fights tend to produce a fair amount of AP for our GFs. So, Junctioning Magic. When the Guardian Force, rather, has a specific Magic Junction ability conferred upon a character, you can Junction Magic to that ability. So in the case of Quistis here, she can Junction something to her Magic stat. In this case, we'll do Fire, which raises her Magic stat from 8 to 18. Not too bad. That'll actually be useful in the Fire Cavern. Squall can Junction something to his Spirit stat. Let's go ahead and do Fire on that one as well. You can see it doesn't have as profound an effect on Spirit as it does on Magic. Certain spells affect certain stats more profoundly than others, so it's good to know about that. So like in this case, Cure would actually be a better choice. Since Squall isn't using the Magic command, this is actually a pretty good option. So we'll go ahead and go with that. Alright, let's go ahead and save the game really quick. Always good to save fairly often. I've already saved once before. While you're on the overworld, you can save pretty much any time you want when you're not in battle. If you're in a city or in dungeons, though, you have to use a save point. Good to remember. Okay, let's head on to the Fire Cavern here. By the time we get in here. There's a couple of guards there. Junctioning Magic, we just went over this. Okay, thank you, Quistis, but you were a little slow. When you draw a new magic, try experimenting with it when you junction. This is how you become stronger. She's not wrong. You know how to use your gunblade. Yes, I already know this. Okay. So she's referring not only to battle in the field, but using limit breaks, which I'll explain a little bit later. Let's talk to these guys here. Objective: to obtain a low-level Guardian Force, a Seed member must support. Are you ready? Yes we are. I'm ready. I'm his support. She's my date. Instructor number 14, Quistis Trepp. I wonder who the other 13 instructors are. Anyway. Select a time limit. Choose one suited to your abilities, challenging yet reasonable. So basically we have a time limit to get the Guardian Force that is in this cave. Decisions. Let's go ahead and do 20 minutes and play it safe. If you've never played this before, I do recommend the higher time limit. Okay, in we go. Time's ticking. Now this timer actually continues even when you're in battle, so it's very important to make sure you're cognizant of how much time you have left. Job is to support you in battle, everything else is up to you. Fine. Squall's kind of a cold fish. Hopefully we won't have too many random encounters in here. Boys often choke on this test when I come with them. I guess my charm makes them nervous? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking there. I'm just kidding, trying to keep you relaxed, that's all. We are in a time limit! Just reminding you. Clock's ticking. Quistis was pretty brazenly flirting with Squall, but we can address that situation a little bit later. We got some enemies here. They're bats. As we all know, fantasy games must have a plethora of bats. We're going to go ahead and call Shiva here. We got plenty of time for it. Go ahead and save a Thunder off of these as well. Not going to spend too much time on random encounters, though. We need to get to the boss. I do like Shiva. She does do modest damage, and again, it's one of the quicker animations. It's also rather loud. Okay, bats defeated. You can't have a fantasy game without bats. It's, if you're playing a fantasy game and there are no bats, stop playing. Yeah, vampire fangs, alright. Okay. Number of paths to choose. We're gonna go this way. Oh, hey. Magic draw point. I'm gonna get that. Providing the bad guys let us. Oh dear, okay. Those are bombs. They are nasty. Bomb, an elemental monster. Use an ice attack for these. She's not kidding. So scan refers to the magic spell, of course, scan. Using this, you can discover a particular monster's weaknesses and or other vulnerabilities, and things it might be strong against as well. The time is still ticking, by the way. So, monster powered by fire, usually calm but dangerous monster that becomes gigantic or explodes when attacked. If you do enough damage to this thing, it will get bigger and explode and basically kill your party, so you want to be careful about that. It is, of course, weak against ice, so we're going to have Squall summon Shiva here. I'm not going to mess around with drawing magic too much because I want this to go quickly. I'm going to have to skip that draw point after all. As you can see, Shiva pretty much wrecked these guys. I like her. Yes, yes, victory pose. Let's go. I guess we're gonna go ahead and skip that draw point for right now. Time is just not on our side. As you can see, the random encounters are going to become incredibly frustrating. We can, of course, flee from battle as well. Hold the L2 and R2 button to try and run. Now, escaping from battle can save you some time, but of course you don't get any experience or items or anything like that from monsters that you ran away from. Guess I was right. You and Cypher are both in a class of your own. You both have amazing strength and potential. Is it really important to tell me this as we're... Anyway. Let's go, fight a Guardian Force. Okay, this is it. Are you ready? I feel like I'm on a game show. You seem confident enough. Oh dear. Meet Ifrit. He's a little pissed off. He's gonna try and burn us. Stop burning Quistis. That's not nice. Okay, let's see what kind of magic he has available. Oh, he has Cure. So we can use that to actually keep ourselves healthy. Get a little information on Freet here. Freet, Fire Guardian Force uses fire magic. No kidding. It's a strong opponent, but as it is part of Guardian's exam, not impossible to defeat. Does everybody have to fight it? There's about 1,000 hit points. This shouldn't be too bad. Provided he doesn't, burn our faces off. Seriously, dude, this is a leather jacket. You're gonna just burn my leather jacket? Okay. Go ahead and have her attack. Let's have Squall summon Shiva. Boss music is awesome, by the way. The soundtrack, as is for most Final Fantasies, was done by Nobuo Uematsu. He is literally a legend in game music. If you've played a Final Fantasy game, chances are you've probably heard his work. I'll probably piss a few people off with this statement, but I like this game's music much better than Final Fantasy VII. They have Shiva, yes we do. She's our friend. And she chills our drinks for us. She's really cool, really chill babe. Okay, that was a dumb pun. Don't let me do that again. Okay, Quistis also has Blizzard, so I'll have her cast that real quick. See if that does anything to him. Did a little damage. By and large, through the game, we probably won't rely on magic too much to do our damage. Melee attacks are usually pretty effective. I say usually. There are some monsters who are highly resistant to physical attacks. Not bad for a human. Thanks for the praise. Then he calls us impudent. That was not cool. What are you doing that for, jerk? Now, I notice you're picking on the girl an awful lot here. Those demons are misogynist, I swear. Here. Give him a snowball. So I think we've seen the full range of his abilities. So I'm going to stop dilly-dallying here and just really brutalize him. As you can see, we're actually doing pretty okay on time. I probably could have taken the 10-minute limit. But why rush? I underestimated Shiva. Very well. I will join you. Alright, Freet has joined the party as a Guardian Force. Now, bosses don't give you experience points, but they do give ability points usually. In this case, 20. That's pretty awesome. Okay, we'll go ahead and keep his name the same. You notice we also got a card from that. Defeating a Guardian Force in battle usually confers upon you their Triple Triad card as well, which is pretty cool. Freet's actually one of the better cards. There isn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good, you got yourself a GF. You just saw. If you junction that GF, you'll be able to use the J ability, the Elemental Junction. Here's an explanation on elements. Oh, geez. Okay, we are going to skip this. So basically, Final Fantasy series is very elemental based in terms of its magic. You always have the fire, the ice, thunder, and earth magics. So, in this particular case, we can junction good old Efreet to Squall. Characters can have more than one Guardian Force junction to them, which becomes important later. And now Squall has access to Strength Junction, as well as Elemental Junction. So, what Squall can do here basically is junction magic to his attack that will make his attack do elemental damage. So, in this case, Blizzard will now do 10% ice damage for him. And that's pretty cool. We could also do fire if we wanted to like not do any damage to anything in this particular cavern at all. However, I usually prefer not to have anything junction to the elemental attack stat. It can cause problems. We will, however, go ahead and junction fire to his strength. That will be helpful. Later on, having elemental defense junction is going to be really useful because it can negate damage from elemental magic or even cause it to heal you. That is awesome. For right now, though, we'll go ahead and do a little exploring. We're no longer on a time limit. We're going to go ahead and get this draw point. After a bomb gets in our way. See, of course he has fire. Let's go ahead and have Squall summon Shiva here and just take this guy out right now. You'll notice that Shiva's casting a lot more quickly now. This is really useful. Having a GF extreme to a character really is very nice. They can make their castings lightning quick, which is going to be very, very, very helpful in later battles where enemies can literally brutalize you in one attack round. Alright. And the draw point, fire. We've already got a full complement of fire. Well, that was a waste of time now, wasn't it? Alright, this is the bad thing that we ran from earlier. We're going to go ahead and take it out this time. Oh, hey, Blizzard. That is good. Now you notice you only receive a certain amount of magic per draw. This is in some small part determined by your experience level. If your characters are too low level, they will actually have trouble drawing a large amount of magic from enemies and can even have a draw fail. If, however, they're high level, it gets a lot easier and they tend to draw more like 7, 8, or 9 from an enemy on any particular draw. So having high experience levels is often worthwhile, but it is also important to remember that as you become more powerful, enemies will scale upwards in their own power levels to compensate. It's good in a way because you never become so powerful that you absolutely destroy everything in your path, but it can also make a lot of boss battles kind of tough. Not that they're not tough already. I think that'll do for right now as far as blizzards go. You can always come back in here later and draw as much as you like. But there will be better ways of doing that later. As you can see, Squall just tore that thing up. Okay. Alright, out of the cave. place is filled with lava, and we're in here wearing a leather jacket. Need a shower. Bad. Chance for first strike. Okay. If you get a chance for first strike, might as well take it. Easy experience. Not that we got a whole lot from that, but every little bit helps. Okay, out we go. Out. Out. I want out of this hellhole. Out. It's hot in here. Did I mention the leather jacket thing? Need out of here. Why does he wear a leather jacket in there anyway? Back attacks. That's never good. When you're back attacked, basically the enemy gets first strike on you. And can lead to problems. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out because he made me mad. Bomb meet Shiva. Shiva, please escort Mr. Bomb from the building. Bye-bye. Okay, out of the cave. Back to the fresh air. Oh, the cards left. Why would they not stick around? Well, whatever. So now we can go into the Fire Cavern anytime we want to. We probably won't, but if we want to, we could. And of course, we must walk back to Garden. Alright, we got there without any random encounters. Good. I'm a little short on time here. So, back to Garden. Well done. Why, thank you. Let's see. I thought there was something else I needed to go over with you before you take the seed exam. Oh yes, taking care of your GF. This is something you have to watch out for. GF tutorial. We'll go ahead and watch this one really quick. GF will level up as it gains experience, of course. And learn new abilities by gaining AP. We've already been over this. Yeah, we've already been over this. Now change into your uniform and assemble at the first floor lobby. Okay. I'm just going to run on past you. Okay, you'll notice that this draw point has refreshed. You can only draw once from a draw point every so often. They have different refresh times. In this particular case we don't need to because Squall already has a full complement of Cure. Past the 300 girls. Through the reception. And here we are back at Garden and at the save point. Let's go ahead and utilize that. Okay, so we've completed the prerequisites, and now we're just about ready for the field exam. We just got to go get our uniform and get ready. So, next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII, the Seed Field Exam. Will Squall become a seed? Probably, but we have to see how that goes. So, tune in next time. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful evening.